सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं
Yeah. Good morning and namaskaram to all. The audio is clear?
Yes,
Yes,
and
yeah.
good morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Good
Okay.
morning.
We'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर् गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं सर्वसंशयच्छेत्तारं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहं सदा सुस्मेरवदनं बालकृष्णं नमाम्यहम् विद्यारण्याद्वैद्याद्व्याधेरिव भवस्य हि विनुत्यै पथ्यान्यास्वाद्यन्तां पञ्चदशप्रकरणानि भक्ष्याणि ॐ Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Panchadasi. We are in the first chapter, Thatwa Viveka Prakaranam, and we have completed up to verse number 44. So Vidyaranya Swami explains 44 to 48, 44th verse to 48th verse as Mahavakya Vicharam. Tattvamasi Mahavakya Vicharam is explained in 44 to 48. So we'll just do a recap on 44. Jagado yadupadanam mayamādāya tāmasīm nimittam shuddha sattvam tam uchyate brahma tadgira. See, in the previous verse, Vidyaranya Swami explained previous verses. Vidyaranya Swami explained about the Bhagatyaga Vritti. Bhagatyagam, Mukhya Vritti and Bhaga Vritti. Primary meaning and secondary meaning. What is primary meaning and secondary meaning? Those who have missed the previous classes, Also it is a good refreshing for us. Primary meaning is, Mukhya Vritti is, suppose I tell you, you bring a coconut. So you will bring a coconut with its skin, with the shell, and also with the white flour inside, and also the water. Everything together you will bring. It is called a Mukhya Vritti, or it's called a primary meaning. But when I tell my wife, you make coconut chutney, she will not be grinding the whole skin, the shell, the white and the water all mixed together, and she is not going to make a chutney. What she will do? She will remove the skin, and she will scrape the white portion inside the flour, and then she will make chutney only with that white, right? So here Bhagavritti is understanding the meaning of the word partially. Okay, similarly, in our day-to-day life, suppose I am telling you, you are fat, what I mean is, your body is fat. Or when I say you are slim, I mean the body is slim, right? And suppose I am telling you I am angry, that means my mind's emotion is angry. My body is not angry. It is the mind which is angry, right? I am intelligent. It is not the body is intelligent. Understand? And the other person also consider that way only. When I tell you something, when I say I am angry, you understand that my mind is angry, not this physical body is angry. And when I say I am fat, you understand that this body is fat. So this communication that is happening in our day-to-day life has got this Mukhya Vritti and Bhaga Vritti very easily, without any problem. We understand that, right? So don't think that this Bhaga Vritti and Mukhya Vritti is difficult to understand. It is not difficult to understand. Okay? So here in the 44th sloka, the word Tat, in the word Tattvamasi, the Tat, that is being explained. What is this Tat? Now we will see the word. We will see the words. Yet tamasim mayam adaya, that which utilizes the tamoguna pradhana prakriti. Okay, again with these three words will come repeatedly, because I want you to really understand. Sattva guna pradhana prakriti, rajo guna pradhana prakriti, and tamo guna pradhana prakriti. Okay, what is sattva guna pradhana prakriti? Is maya. Rajo guna pradhana prakriti is avidya. Tamo guna pradhana prakriti is prakriti. This we already explained. So jagadoya dupadanam. So yet tamasi maya madaya, that which uses or utilizes the tamoguna pradhana prakriti, this prakriti which is of tamogunam, as upadanam. It takes that raw material. So the raw material is there. Okay. So when the Brahman associated with tamoguna pradhana prakriti is the raw material. So you have got a raw material, the clay is there. But to make the clay, to shape it to a pot, you need a kulala, you need a potter, right? In the kitchen all vegetables are there, but the vegetables cannot go on its own and make sambar. You need a cook, right? Similarly, the Brahman associates with that, Brahman associate with the Sattva Guna Pradhana Prakriti, that is Maya, that is Ishvara. Okay, so the Ishvara, who is Ishvara? Brahman, which takes the medium of Maya, right? That is Ishvara, who is Sarvajnaha, Sarvavyapi, Sarvashaktaha, right? Who is the controller of this universe. That Bhagavan utilizes the Prakriti. Brahman utilizes the Tamoguna Prakriti, that raw material, to create this universe. So the world or the creation, the Jagat, is, there are two things in the Jagat. One, we need the Nimitta Karanam. Nimitta Karanam is Bhagavan, the intelligence, right? And the Upadana Karanam, the medium, the raw material with which the Jagat is made, is also Bhagavan, associated with the Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti. So the Bhagavan pervades the Brahman pervades the Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti as raw material, and Bhagavan Ish as Ishvara utilizes this Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti, this Prakriti, to create this Jagat. For whom? Ishvara doesn't require all this. This world, that is all the objects of this world that is created, that is you see here and there, all that is created for Bhogaya. Whose Bhogaya? Not Ishvara's Bhogaya. It is for the Jivas. The Jivas need all this for Bhogam because of their desires, etc. So this world is created. Now if you read, you will understand. Jagado yad upadanam maya madaya tamasim. Here Maya is the tamoguna pradhana prakriti. Okay. Maya tamasim mayam adaya. Tamasim mayam adaya. Jagadaha upadanam. That is the world's raw material. Then Shuddha Sattvam Tam Upadaya. That is Maya. Takes the Maya also in his side. Okay. With the Maya also in his side, that is Shuddha Sattvam in his side, in Brahman's side, that Ishvara utilizes the raw material to create this universe. That is the Nimittam. Nimittam Shuddha Sattvam. So when Brahman associated with the Shuddha Sattva, it is the Nimitta Karanam, or the intelligence, or Ishvara, and creates this universe. Tad Brahma Gis Tat Gira Uchyate. That Brahman, Tat is Brahman. That Tat is this. The word Tat means Brahman plus Maya plus Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti. Understand? So that is the word Tat means here. The Mukhya Vritti. You remember the coconut with the shell and everything together. That is the word in the Tattvamasi. Tat is explained here. So Tat means Brahman plus Sattva Pradhana Prakriti plus Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti. And Brahman pervades this also. Maya also takes into his stride, and also Brahman takes the Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti also in his side. So the Ishvara is there ready, the Jagat is also ready, and Brahman is there in both. Okay, that is clear. So this is what is the meaning of the verse 44. This we explained already in the previous day, last class. Now we'll go to 45th. Okay, 45th. Yada malinasatvam tam kama karmadi dushitam adatte tatparam brahma tvam padena tadochyate. Tatparam brahma, that param brahma, that Brahman, yada kama karmadi dushitam, it takes the Malina Sattva. Malina Sattva is Rajoguna Pradhana Prakriti. Okay, in other words, Malina Sattvam is avidya. Okay, so tam adatte, when associated, when the Brahman, when it is associated with the Rajoguna Pradhana Prakriti, which is avidya, which is also called Malina Tattvam. Okay, Malina Sattvam, sorry, Malina Sattva. So when it is associated with the Malina Sattva, then what is the Brahman is not contaminated. Okay, the avidya is contaminated, avidya is dushitam, kama karma adi dushitam. So what is this avidya with rajoguna pradhana prakriti is contaminated with what are the dushyas in it? Kama karma, the desires, and because of the desire, karma. So the kama, the desires, and to fulfill the desires, actions are being done, right? So, and what is the reason for this kama and karma? Avidya. That is the rajoguna pradhana prakriti. So this is what Shankaracharya said, avidya kama karma. Okay, avidya. So avidya, the ignorance is there. With the ignorance, the desire, because of the ignorance, desires are there, and because of the desire, karmas are there. Okay, so this avidya is the inferior reflecting media. Okay, so there is no contamination to the Brahman, there is no contamination to the consciousness. The medium is the contamination. See, for example, you have gone to do a beautician. Assume you have gone to a beautician and you have made your makeup and you are looking very handsome or beautiful, and you are coming and then standing in front of a mirror. The mirror has got lot of dots in it. When you look at the reflection also will have a lot of dots in it. But your face doesn't have any dots because you have come from the beautician, right? Your face is clean. Like that, the Brahman is clean. But the mirror has got lot of dots in it, so the reflection also will have a lot of dots in it. So do you have to do anything on your makeup? You have to spoil your makeup to look good by doing anything? No. You have to get a new mirror, or you have to clean the dots from the mirror. Right? So the mirror which has got dushitam, which has got the kama, karma, etc., because of that, the reflection also appears to be dirty. Right? Even the reflection is also pure. Right? If you remove one side of the mirror, one side clean, and then look through that, the reflection will be beautiful. Right? So there is no problem. Even with the reflection, is not dirty. The medium is dirty. The mind is dirty. The mind has got avidya in it. That avidya, we call it rajoguna pradhana prakriti. Because of that rajogunam, we have got desires, and because of the desires, the actions are done. Right? Kamya karmas. I want this, etc. To acquire things, to bhogaya. All that actions are. This is the dushitam. That is what Vidyaranya Swami says. Kama karmati dushitam. Okay. So this is the yada kama karmati dushitam. When polluted by the desires and actions, this malina sattvam along with the rajoguna pradhana prakriti tam adatte. Then when it is associated with tada tvam padena uchyate. That is tvam. So what is tvam? Tvam means Brahman plus avidya and all the associated kama, karma, etc. And there are his brothers and sisters are also there. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsaryam. Right? All this, they are also, along with all this together is the dushitam. Because of this association with all of this mirror or the media, the medium is dirty. Because of that, dushitam. Because of that, this combination is meant by the word tvam. So tat tvamasi. Tvam means jiva or jivatma. That jivatma has got, what are the ingredients of this jivatma? Brahman plus avidya. Brahman plus rajoguna pradhana prakriti, right, is, and the reflection, whatever the reflection is there, we call it as the jiva or jivatma, mukhyartham. Okay, so tvam pada mukhyartham is this combination, and tat pada mukhyartham is Brahman plus sattva-guna pradhana prakriti and tamo-guna pradhana prakriti, and jivatma is Brahman plus rajoguna pradhana prakriti. Now we have got the clarity on what is Ishvara. Brahman plus sattva-guna pradhana prakriti. Who is the controller of this universe? Ishvara, right? And the second, Brahman plus tamoguna pradhana prakriti, this Jagat, and the Jiva, Brahman plus rajoguna pradhana prakriti, or in other word, avidya, ignorance. What is the ignorance? The ignorance is that aham brahmasmi, I don't know. I don't know my true nature. I don't know that I am this happiness. I am that this Sat Chita Ananda. I don't understand. How about Ishvara? Ishvara is not under the clutches of Maya. The Maya is under Ishvara. So Ishvara knows, Ishvara is not deluded by Maya. Ishvara is not deluded by Maya. Ishvara knows that aham brahmasmi, I am that Brahman. Ishvara knows. And that is why Guru also is Ishvara. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, or all the Jnanis, Jagat Guru, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, right? Rama, and all that, whoever, there are many Jnanis, Shankaracharya, or any Jnanis you take, they all know that I am Brahman. Whereas Jivas, okay, who don't realize that aham brahmasmi, that is the avidya. When that avidya is associated with this Brahman, right, is called Jiva, and that Jivatma is the Tvam Pada Mukhyartha. Clear now? Now we will go to the 46th verse. Tritayim tam muktva paraspara virodhinim akhandam satchidanandam mahavakyena lakshyate. These two mediums are paraspara virodhini, right? They have absolutely is contradicting each other. One is superior, the other is inferior, right? The quality of Ishvara is superior. It is Sattva, right? Then in the Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam, if you see in the 14th chapter, what Bhagavan says, Sri Krishna says, Sattvam Rajas Tama iti, Sattvam Rajas Tama iti, Gunaha Prakriti Sambhavaha, Nibadranti Mahabaho, Dehe Dehinam Avyayam. These three gunas bind the Atma in the body. This is the Deha Bandham. Sattvam means Jnanam. Rajas means Raga, Dvesha, etc. And due to this, Karma. And what about Tamas? Tamas is Ajnanam, ignorance, Moham, laziness, right? All of this, inertia. So because of these three gunas, the Jiva is bound. Okay. So that is the if you want to go back to the Bhagavad Gita, you please see chapter 14 where Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Okay. So what Vidyaranya Swami says here is that these two are contradicting each other. Tam Tritayim api muktva. Okay, if these three aspects of Maya, if these three aspects are rejected, okay, if they are dropped, then what happens? This Rajoguna, Sattva Gunam and Tamo Gunam, all these Pradhana Prakritis that we discussed about, if they are dropped, if they are rejected, if they are separated, how can you separate it? Physically you cannot do separation. You can do the separation intellectually. Intellectually you have to separate this. When we do the separation, then what remains? Akhandam Satchidanandam. So, when the Sattva-guna Pradhana Prakriti Maya is separated, what remains in Ishvara? Only Brahman remains. If you remove the Rajoguna Pradhana Prakriti, what remains? You have got only the Brahman remains. Right? So also if you remove the Jagat, the Tamoguna Pradhana Prakriti, what remains? Brahman remains. So what remains is only Akhandam Satchidanandam remains. Only that undivided Brahman, because Brahman pervades all. Brahman pervades everywhere. Right? In this Jiva also, in this Ishvara also, in all of that whatever is being you are seeing here, everywhere, all this Brahman alone. So intellectually you have to vimuktva, you separate this, you reject this, you drop this. When you drop this, Akhandam Satchidanandam Mahavakyena Lakshyate. So it is the Lakshyartham. Okay. So this is the Lakshyartham of the Mahavakya. So Mahavakyam Lakshyartham means Tat Tvam Asi. This Tat, that, and this Tvam are same when we take the Bhagartham. Right? So you have to take, if you take the Mukhyartham, then this has got all the attributes mixed. When you take the Bhagartham, which we do, it's not difficult. We said no, when you say I am fat, I ate a mango. When you say I ate a mango, you are not eating the seed also. You know, it is very easy to understand. The other person does not take it that he ate the seed also. No, he will not understand like that. He understands that when I say I ate a mango, he has eaten only the flesh, not the seed. Similarly, when I say Tat Tvamasi, or Bhagavan says Tat Tvamasi, Upanishad says Tat Tvamasi, we have to take the Bhagartham. That is called Bhagat. That is the Lakshyam of that Mahavakya. The Mahavakya Lakshyam is rejecting or dropping intellectually the attributes which are contradictory. Right? Which are contradictory. One is Sattvam, which is pure Jnanam. The other is Ajnanam, which is total ignorance. So both are contradictory. Paraspara Virodhini. These are contradictory. So these contradictory things are dropped and Satchidananda Brahman alone shines. Only Brahman remains and that Brahman alone exists. That is why Sat Chit Ananda. We explained all this in the previous verse, what is Satchidananda, etc. So I am not going into that. So the Mahavakya Lakshyartham, okay, the goal of Mahavakyam is Jivatma is Paramatma. Right? Paramatma is Ishvara. Jivatma is this Jiva. They are same if we remove all the gunas. If we remove all the gunas, that is why we say Nirguna Brahman. No gunas. So Jivatma does not become Paramatma. Jivatma does not merge with Paramatma. But Jivatma is Paramatma. Okay. It is not that after some time Jivatma becomes Paramatma, or it's not after some time Jivatma will merge with Paramatma, like how you see in a movie, a flame is coming out and then slowly it is going inside the temple and all the streets and then go to the temple and it will enter into the idol inside. Not like that. Right? Jivatma is Paramatma. That is the Lakshyartham. Tat Tvam Asi. Tattvam If you take the Mukhyartham, then it is I am that, I am limited, I have got this problem, that problem. That means when I say all this, I am taking myself into Brahman and Avidya and all the Kama, Karma, etc. put together. That is what when I say Aham, if I say Aham Brahmasmi, in that Aham, what do I mean by Aham? If I consider myself as this body, mind, etc., because that Avidya is also mixed there, then this Aham cannot become Brahman. Understand? Tvam Padam, if you take the Mukhyartham, Tvam cannot never be Tat. So, from the Tvam, we have to remove all the Avidya, all the Ragadveshas, all the Kamyartha Karmas, Kama, everything, all this to be dropped. Intellectually, we have to drop and it should be assimilated. Then that Tvam becomes Brahman. Clear? So, Tattvamasi does not mean that everyone is Brahman and I am God and all that. Not like that. It is not to be understood that way. Okay? Only when these attributes are removed, then that Tvam will become pure consciousness, where there is no attributes, and similarly, Ishvara also is Brahman only. I hope it is clear, right? Now, we'll go to the 47th verse. Soyamityadivakyeshu, 47th verse. Virodhataditam tayoh tyagena bhagayorekaha ashrayo lakshyate yatha. See, it is like the Atma or the Brahman takes two roles. One is the Jivatma role, the other is Paramatma role. Right? The same Brahman takes up two roles. One is the Jivatma role, other is Paramatma role. Okay, now coming to this verse. See, the Vachyartham, Lakshyartham, this seems to be a little complicated and all, no? Vachyartham means the word meaning, Vachyartham. Lakshyartham means the goal of, or the Lakshyam. What does it indicate? What does it point to? Right? The Lakshyam. What is the goal of this particular word or Vakyam? See, all this seems to be a little complicated, but it is not complicated. We are processing these things very fast. I'll give you an example. Somebody is offering you a gulab jamun or rasagulla or Mysore pak, something, some sweet. Somebody offered you. How much time it takes for you to decide whether I should eat or not? We are seeing, right, the light, the rays are falling on our retina, and then through the nerves it is entering into our brain, and the brain confirms it, identifies it as gulab jamun, and it has got lot of sweet in it, and then whether I have diabetes or I don't have diabetes, it processes, and then it decides whether to eat or not to eat, and invariably it gives a signal to the hand. You take it up and put it in your mouth. All this happens in a fraction of a second. It doesn't take much time. So we cannot say that all these lakshyartham, vachyartham, etc. is complicated and then it is very difficult to understand this, etc. It is not so. It is very easy. It happens just like that. See, another example which is given in Vedanta is, already we talked about I am fat, or I ate a mango, bhagatyagam and bhukyartham, all that we explained. But Vedanta has got a beautiful way of explaining. It is called soyam ityadi vakyeshu. Soyam, saha ayam, soyam devadattaha. That is the all in the Nyaya and Tarka, all these places, Devadattaha is used. Three names are generally used: Devadattaha, Yajnadattaha, Vishnudattaha. Okay, Devadatta, Yajnadatta, Vishnudatta. These are the three names which is used in Vedanta, like Tom, Dick, and Harry. Maybe you say similarly. So this, so I am Devadattaha. I am Devadattaha Saha. This Devadattan is that Saha. He is that Devadatta. What does that mean? See, assume that you are working in a city and all that, and you have gone to your native place. So when you went to your native place, you go to a nearby temple, and there you strike a conversation with an old man over there, and you are talking this and that, the weather, and then how is this, and where do you live, like that, just some conversation is happening. And by the time your younger brother or elder brother coming near to me and telling you, Anna, who is this? You say that, no, I don't know, I just have a conversation. Arey, this is the Krishnappa, he is your classmate. He was your classmate, both of you were in the same class. Oh my God. You say that, my God, Arey Krishnappa, what is this? You didn't tell me, you have changed a lot. Why didn't you tell me? He says that I also did not understand you. I did not recognize you. Your hair is completely fallen. There is no hair only. And for me, the hair has gone all grey. And the wrinkles have come on the face and the neck, etc. I never recognized you. Oh, yes, I did not know you also. So both of them. Then your brother says, Soyam Devadattaha. So it is the same Krishnappa, right? So whatever the Krishnappa was there in his schools, with a lot of hair, okay, the teeth are all in place, the skinny, chubby skins, chubby face, right? Young, energetic, all the attributes are just the opposite. Now, in this age, very old, right? So, the Devadattaha or the Krishnappa, old Krishnappa, is same as young Krishnappa, right? But you have to remove the attributes. How come we say that Soyam Devadattaha? He is the same. This old man and that young boy, both are same. But the superficial thing, the body, is totally different. One is very young, the other is very old. So, in a fraction of a second, Soyam ityadi vakyeshu saha ayam. It is the same guy. The person is, the Vyakti is same in this old man as well as the young boy. Right? Did it take a long time? You had to do some analysis or go to take some books, etc. No. It happens just like that. So, what Vidyaranya Swami says, Soyam ityadi vakyeshu, Soyam Devadatta. What I explain now in this way, Virodhat tadidam tayoho. Soyam ayaha ityadi vakyeshu. In those sentences, he is this. Tadidam tayoho. Tadidanta. not Bharatanatyam. Tadidam tayoho virodhat. That and this are two contradictory. They are contradictory. Right? Contradictory. Bhagayoho tyagena. By separating those attributes. Totally opposite. One is superior qualities. You remember? From the Brahman plus superior qualities. Sattva pradhana prakriti and the Malina Sattvam, the Rajopradhana Prakriti. These are the attributes which are superimposed on this Brahman. If they are removed, the similar way Soyam Devadattaha, in the same way, if that is removed just like that, it is not difficult. Soyam Devadattaha, what is the difficulty over here? There is no difficulty. Bhagayoho tyagena, it is very easy. You have to intellectually drop off. You have to intellectually drop off. When you do that, superficial thing, when you do this by separating those two attributes which are contradictory, ekaha ashrayaha yatha lakshyate. That one. Because when the attributes are removed, only one remains. In the example, the person only remains. Right? Not the superficial one. It is the same. Right? It is the same guy. Whether it is the boy or the old man, it is the same. Right? Similarly, the Jivatma, which has got the attributes of all the avidya, kama, karma, etc., and the Ishvara, who has got all the higher superior qualities, if both are removed, both are rejected or dropped off, ekaha ashrayaha, that one on which these attributes are superimposed, yatha lakshyate, that lakshyartham, that Brahman is revealed or understood clearly. Right? So this is the meaning of this and that. Now we will move to the 48th verse, where Vidyaranya Swami concludes the Mahavakya explanation. Mahavakya Vicharam, he concludes with the 48th verse. What he says? Maya vidye vivayaivam upadhi parajivayoho akhandam satchidanandam parabrahmaiva lakshyate. Similarly, the way Soyam Devadattaha are explained, the Maya and Avidya, the conflicting, the contradicting attributes in Tat and Tvam Asi, Tat Tvam Asi Vakyam, in the Mahavakyam Tattvam, Tat Tvam Asi, in that the conflicting attributes of the Tat and Tvam, Tat is Maya and the Tattvam is Avidya, of Brahman and Jiva are negated. When they are negated, then there remains, what is remaining? Akhandam, right? Which cannot be divided. The undivided Brahman, which is nothing but Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. That Satchidanandam, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. That Brahman is Satyam, Jnanam and Anandam. That Brahman which is attributeless, right? Nirguna Parabrahmam, which is Akhandam, which is only one. Okay, there is only one, right? But when the Brahman is expressed through Maya, we call it Ishvara. When it is associated with the media, like human bodies, birds, animals, the trees, the celestials, all of that, when the same Brahman is expressed through the various and numerous and crores of mediums, we call it Jivas. Okay, so, but when you remove all the attributes, all the gunas, the malina gunas of the Jivas, it all dropped off. How can you do that? First you understand this and work on it, right? Removal of raga dvesha. how to remove the ragadveshas? By understanding this and analyzing it. By analyzing it. Every time the mind goes through ragadveshas, we have to analyze through the Upanishads, through Vedanta. By Karma Yoga, you remove the ragadvesha, purify the mind. So all the actions, all the karmas are done to remove the impurities only. It is not for jnanam. Okay? It is to remove the impurities. It is for purification of the mind. By purifying the mind, naturally, automatically, the jnanam reveals. The anandam is experienced. Okay? So, similarly, when the maya and avidya of Brahman and Jiva are negated, there remains the indivisible supreme Brahman whose nature is existence, consciousness, bliss. Okay, evam. Now we will see the word by word. Evam, in this way, as explained in the earlier verses, parajivayoho, Paramatma and Jivatma, Upadhim Mayam Avidye, right? The mediums, those who are attached, the mediums, those who are superimposed on this Ishvara and Jiva, that is Maya and Avidya, are superimposed on these two. Vihaya, negated, removed, intellectually removed. Akhandam Satchidanandam, the undivided existence, consciousness, bliss, that Akhanda Bodham, the consciousness, right? Brahman, Bodham, all these are same. Param Brahma eva lakshyate. There remains only Param Brahma. Param Brahma remains. That is the lakshyam of Tattvamasi Vakyam. So Tattvamasi means Jivatma is Paramatma. The medium of expression in Ishvara is the Supreme Maya. The medium of expression in Jiva is the inferior Avidya. Okay? So, this is like same like, say you imagine electricity. When the electricity is there in a bedroom lamp, which is very dull and dim, and the same electricity when it is passing through a focus light, what you have in IPL and all, right? When that is in the focus light, how bright it is, but the electricity is same, but the mediums are different. One is a dull bulb, bedroom lamp, the other one is bright light. Similarly, one is superior, one is inferior, right? But the akhanda electricity is same, all pervading. Like electricity which is all pervading in all the gadgets here. Similarly, Brahman which is there all pervading, there is only one electricity, similarly one Brahman which is flowing and expressing and pervading in all the jivas and all the prakriti, everywhere Brahman alone pervading. That is what is the lakshyam of Tattvamasi. So Jivatma is Paramatma only if we remove the Ajnanam, we remove the Avidya, all the Ragadveshas, desires, etc. have to be dropped off. Then Tvam is Tat. Okay? And if that is removed, if all of this is removed, then how do a Jivatma feels? Is Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. Only if the attributes are removed, or only when the mind is purified, then Aham Brahmasmi becomes a reality. So that is what up to 48th. From 49th we will continue from next class. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.